Okay, let's start with the presentation of the grading activities. The first is creating a framework for grading. This is a creative grading exercise in which the teacher molds the story but allows plenty of scope for the student's creative expression. In order to do this activity, students just need a piece of paper and a pencil. The procedure is: first, the students can work in pairs or in groups of three. The teacher dictates a part of a story and then gives instructions on how the students should continue the next part of the story in their pairs or in the groups. The second step is, once the students have added a part to the story, the teacher once again dictates the next part and asks them once again to add more. This process can continue for 5 or 6 paragraphs, depending on the large of the story, or until the students lose their concentration. For example, the teacher can start dictates a short story, like some days ago with earphones put on, I was having my usual evening walk at a, and in this part, teacher stopped the dictation and the students have to think what story can continue. So depending on one they have written before, they have to add uh, some word or a new was dictated. And then the teacher has to continue with the story. After few rounds, I stopped at a particular, and again, the teacher stopped the dictation, and the students have to think in how can they continue the story. And this is the process until the end of the story.
Well, now I'm going to talk about the second activity, which is look and write. Well, the materials we need to develop this activity are a picture, a chart, and a pen or pencil. Well, the procedure we do in order to do that activity: first, we have to put a picture in front of the class. Then the teacher will give the chart to the students. Maybe they can work in pairs or groups of three, or also individually. Well, then they have to complete the chart, and finally they have to write a paragraph. Well, here we can see a picture. It can be the example. So the chart contains five W questions. There are who, what, when, where, and why. Uh, okay, thank you. And the first one, the student have to write who. For example, in this picture, there is a girl. They have to put a name to her. Then what is referred to the activity that she is doing. Then when it is happening, where is she, and why, the reason why is there. And using these parts, they have to construct a paragraph.
Okay, good afternoon, students. Today's class, we are going to see a short story. You are going to do a short story activity. And first of all, I'm going to show you a comic. It's a short comic in order that you understand more better the story. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And tell me if you can see the screen. Yes? Okay.
Yes.
So here you can see is a short comic. It's just a visual eye for you in order that you understand more better the story. Yeah? And here you can see friends, you can see nature. It's just fire. You can have an idea. You can infer what happened here in the comic. Yeah, it's just a visual help for you. So now I am explaining you what you have to do. First of all, I would like that you open a Word document in your computers, please. Okay. So now the activity is first, I will dictate you a short story, as I mentioned before, and you have to listen the story, and you have to write in your Word document the short story. The short story is not complete, so you have to complete the story with your own ideas, with your own words. Okay. Then the purpose of the story is that you make your own version of this story. So once you finish this story, you have to read aloud your own version. So if you don't have any questions, we can start. Okay, everything is clear.
Yes, it is clear.
Okay, so let's start. As I mentioned before, I'm going to dictate you and you have to write. Okay, are you ready to start? Yeah, okay. So
Yes.
let's start with the story. Okay. Alex and his friends got out of the house and looked around them. It was beautiful. They were all happy. Once you finish, tell me, okay? Okay, again. Alex and his friends got out of the house and looked around them. It was beautiful. They were all happy. Okay, did you finish until here? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you instructions. Okay, you have to describe after this paragraph. You have to describe the group of friends and their relationship within the group. Could be that can exist conflict, romantic interest, or how the friends are. Okay, so describe the group after. Yeah, okay, let's continue. The next paragraph is everyone was getting more and more nervous until Alex said, "Come on, everyone, it's nothing. Who is gonna come with me and check it out?" Yeah. So after this part, you have to describe what happened when Alex and his friends go to investigate and don't come back.
Okay, teacher, I finished.
Okay, you can share your own version of the story, the end.
Just the end, or I have story?
The end. How you finish your story?
Okay. At the end, I write, they found a baby bear that had fallen into a hunter's trap. So the guys helped him break free from the trap and then returned to the camp with the others.
Okay, very well, Gabriela. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I think in a little crazy finish. I don't know. Well, I put that they found an alien and they keep them to and took them to another planet. And for that reason, they never returned with their friends.
Okay, thank you.